Morning, everyone, and just welcome to another recording. Thanks for listening. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. It just makes it easier for you. There's no money I get out of it. If this is something you like, you might want to consider subscribing so you know when I do post. And I would appreciate it if you like it, if you just also hit the like and the share buttons. So, my pastor he mentioned a few things, a couple things that over the past few weeks that I thought, yeah, and, and several of my poems have talked about it. One of the things he said was that you should make tracks that lead your children to heaven. And the other thing was that it's your road. You can travel, take any route you want, anywhere you want to go. And that's true. But we all know that all roads don't lead to heaven. And we all know what happens when we take a route that doesn't lead to heaven. I know from past experience, I know because for many years I took routes that didn't lead to heaven. I knew God, and I've talked about this before. But I lived the worldly life. You go out dancing on Saturday night, and then Sunday morning comes, and you're tired, and the bed is nice and warm, and then your husband's there sleeping, and it's like, no, why? If he's not going to go, why should I go? And that's just an excuse. But still, again, it's a road that doesn't lead to heaven. And those tracks and those roads, those are the roads that your children are traveling because they're following you. And that's the example you set for them when they grow up. They'll probably make tracks that don't lead to heaven. They'll probably take roads that lead to or pass through the worldly life as opposed to the heavenly bound. Now, maybe they're not going to go off the deep end and commit heinous sins, but they're still not making that choice to take the heavenly bound road. And when they don't make that choice, their children, your grandchildren, don't make that choice. And I've seen that. And I've also seen it where you can make the choice to take the heavenly bound road, and your kids can grow up walking that road with you, and they can grow up knowing Christ and loving Him and following Him. And then when they're adults, something happens. They don't follow that route. So their kids don't follow that route. And their kids, in addition to not following that route, they don't even understand why it's so important to take that heavenly route, to make that choice to go to the right as opposed to the left. And that's sad. And it's not just sad. You love your kids, you love your grandkids. If you are blessed to be able to see great grandchildren, you love them all. And your heart breaks for that. And what do? If you raised them on the right route and they're not doing it now and they're not raising their kids to take the right route, pray and talk to them. And sometimes that can feel so cliche coming out of your mouth. Pray and talk to them. And it can sound like, that's it? Yeah, okay, pray, that's it. There's got to be some big, huge something that you can do, to wake them up. Like, what is it? That song, Van Maxwell, Silver Hammer goes down upon her head. Can you hit them with a sledgehammer? Can you hit them with a mallet? What do you do to wake them up? Sometimes you can't. And really, that's not right, because you can't, period. It's God who wakes them up. Now, He may use you as a vessel to wake them up, or He may use someone else. Or your kids may have to grow older, watch their kids grow up, watch their kids take the wrong path, and have their heart broken, and pray that somewhere down the line everything comes back. I know that sounds simplistic, but that's it, guys. You pray. You pray for them, and yeah, you talk to them. You talk to them in love. Don't beat them over the head with a mallet or a silver hammer. Don't berate them. Don't nag them. Set an example. Love them. Talk to them whenever you can, and pray every day without ceasing. My hope is that you don't have to experience that with your children or your grandchildren, or you haven't experienced that with your children or your grandchildren. But if you have, and you do, and you are in the middle of it, again, my hope is you just pray. Strength in prayer, and put them on a prayer list. Just get the strength from God and go to God. Talk to Him, tell Him, let Him know. He already knows. But just talking to your Father always feels good and always brings you strength and peace and renews your trust if it's starting to weaken just a little bit. So, hope you have a blessed day. Don't forget, if you like it, subscribe and share and click that like button. Thanks. Bye.